Today, my guest is Famous Big Brick, a successful rapper and local foodie with around 50,000 followers. I wanted to figure out how food and music are combining, how that's making his world successful, where's the money coming from. So let's go hang out and get beyond the followers.
Let's go! Super excited to have my good buddy, Famous Kid Brick, here on the episode of Beyond the Followers. And we're just going to dig into it, man. We have got rapper, Foodie, out here in Tampa, killing it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, man.
I appreciate you having me, brother.
We were hanging out at Mochi Nut, one of our spots up in the Wesley Chapel area, because this is your spot, right?
Yeah.
This is how far away from your place are you?
This is about like literally right up the block. Literally.
Nice.
I could literally walk over here.
Oh, damn.
No cap.
Man. So starting off, you know, I think the one thing that caught my eye when I think I probably first saw you like a year or so ago, where all the hip hop stuff, and then you're like, I'm going to start doing the food thing too. So did you see other guys doing that? Or was that kind of like, hey, I like food, I'm already doing this.
Yeah.
How do I intertwine it?
I kind of like, so I've been doing the food thing for a long time, like years, bro. Like at least like 4 to 5 years. Like even before it was a thing, I was just always like taking pictures of my food or saying like, oh, I never tried this, I'm going to this spot. Like I was just on Snapchat Memories yesterday, and I was at Mission Barbecue, and I had the Snapchat spectacle goggles, which now is the Ray-Ban Meta. Okay. So it's Snapchat goggles were doing the same thing, and I'm going into Mission Barbecue like, oh, I got to try this barbecue. I never tried this barbecue. This was like, bro, like 6-7 years ago. So it's like, man. It's always been a thing to me. And shout out to King of the Coop, Joe and Tampa Food Plug. They were like the first people who reached out to me in Tampa. And I don't know what it was, but I just told you, like, the food thing was something I was always doing. So Tampa Food Plug reached out to me, and she was like, we want you to come to King of the Coop. And that was like my first initial Tampa spot food review. Okay. And then from there on, it was just like, I just kept doing it.
And what was your format? What was your format then? So I know you've kind of, you know, you're doing the intro stuff now.
Right.
Was there a format, or was it kind of just?
You want to know what's crazy, bro? If I could go in my Instagram right now, I literally start the video walking through the back of the kitchen. What it do, man? It's your boy Famous Kid Brick, nice. And I'm at King of the Coop. Now I just like have added like voice effects and stuff, but I've always kept the script. And I just feel like I've enhanced it and I mastered it and getting better every day with it now.
That's just it. I mean, I think when the thing that people miss is, what is that intro? I think, you know, for all of us, like that intro headline, however we're talking about it and whatever's on the screen. Right. If we haven't considered that, like I see so many accounts like just posting it, just a visual. Right. I'm like, this is not gonna hit the way you want that it could hit. Facts. Like, spend some time thinking of what this headline is. Right. Man.
That's what they call a hook, guys. A hook.
Yes.
You know, so get your hooks right, because that's what's going to grasp the people's attention as soon as that video comes. It doesn't have to be food. It could just be something that you say. Project your voice a certain way. Like when I hear Joe's videos, it sounds like the president is talking. It just makes you pay attention and focus. And then it goes into the video and makes you pay attention.
I think one of the people obviously will recognize us, which is fun when we're out doing our stuff. I think the craziest thing for me has been when somebody's hasn't even seen me and they've passed me or they've been near me and they heard me talking and they were like, oh, I recognize your voice. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, that's like a little, that felt like a bigger, big time little note
that's
there.
Fire. That's so fire.
But it's crazy. Yeah, the hooks, it's so, when I'm talking with restaurants or I'm talking with anybody, I feel like I'm just living, my brain is just constantly working through. Right. Like I'll wake up and you're like, oh shit, I gotta write this down.
Facts.
I gotta put that on there, because
nonstop.
A good hook kills it, man.
Kills it, bro.
Absolutely sets it off. You know, I think,
the tone.
And you know, who knows how the algorithm's gonna keep changing, but I feel like it's like you get them past that first 3 seconds, then they're gonna juice it up a little bit more. Get them past 7 seconds and you're viral, basically.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Know? Those are those little time keys where master the first hook, and then how do you keep them 4 more seconds?
Watching that retention rate and stuff like that.
Oh man. So were you doing food stuff? What started first? Were you doing music and everything already? And then how did that all start meld together?
So I've been doing music for about 15 years. So yeah, I've been a rapper like partially my whole life. And what really had me transition into the food thing was I was just trying to figure out what I was doing with music, because it's only certain ways to make music. You know what I'm saying? Streaming platforms, working with other artists through collaborations, and royalties, and there's a whole bunch of other ways to make it too. But sometimes people don't have the money to pay for those services. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I just can't rely on one thing. You know what I'm saying? So my focus was to find out another way I could make money and easier. You know what I'm saying? Not having to deal with too many people and attitudes. I'm just dealing with bosses and whoever else I want to deal with. So I started taking food seriously. I started just reaching out to places, getting my resume right, because I understand, and this is what I tell people too, like, in order to be in the scene, in the circle, in order for you to be sitting here with Joe, you know what I'm saying, you have to get seen by a certain crowd. So I just knew the certain places to hit to start it off quicker. And I knew, you know what I'm saying, I had to come different and do my own thing. And I think that's what has gotten me to where I'm at so quick at a rapid rate, because I'm consistent and I have my own style, and that's what it takes.
I mean, the consistency is by far the most critical thing, but I
Right.
think the one thing that's been unique to watch your journey is the evolution and the tweaking and analysis of like what's working, how
Right.
do I just do that better or differently,
Facts.
where you see pages who are like cranking out loads of content. They've
Right.
got the consistency,
Right.
but they never seem to change
Right.
change things to
You
make it
have
better.
to- exactly, bro.
Like-
you have to keep just like spicing up what's working, because it's like you got people that are gonna try to do the same thing, and you're gonna have to always be known for you and be the best at what you do. So I'm always finding out ways to like innovate and be creative and create, and to always keep the people in awe. You know what I'm saying?
Look, the shock value when you started changing the voice
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning, I was like, damn. I was like, it's so funny when you watch somebody
Crazy.
else's thing. You're like, should I do something like this? And it's like,
I
no.
feel you, bro.
I think that's been, since 2013, I've been doing this stuff, and it's like it took a long time for, I think, me to realize, don't look at what other people are doing,
Right.
and then try to like modify what I'm doing.
Right.
It's stupid.
Right.
It's like,
you mastered it, man.
but before that, look, when I started out stuff, it was like you can just throw out like anything because no one was doing it.
Right.
So you share a couple photos, you share some cool skyline pictures. Everyone's cool. I didn't have to do voiceover. You didn't have
Right.
to be on the camera. It was really just like there was nothing going on in Tampa.
For sure.
So anything was like, oh wow, we didn't know this existed.
Right.
So it's the food scene, the activity scene, the event scene, everything, how that's evolved and how there's so many more, of people creating content.
Yes.
I say both good and bad, because I think it's like you'll have the startup crowd that doesn't get the business model side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So like they don't even value their time,
Right.
which I can appreciate that. Like you get invited somewhere, you get excited.
Yes.
Where was the first place that you got paid to go?
Dang, what was my first paid review, man?
I don't even know what mine is.
I don't even
as
know.
I'm
Am I
asking.
there want to just look at my phone? Damn, but I'm not. Who was my first paid review? Maybe it'll come back to me.
So when I started, I actually wasn't doing the way that we do it now.
Right.
My objective was passive income,
Passive
residual income on it. And so when I started, I had downtown Tampa's awesome. I was like, $17 a month. Pay me $17 a month, and I will promote you through my channels. That was day
Really?
one. That was it. I got one dude still paying me. My shout out to Spain, Fred, still kicking in $17 a month.
Damn.
And I was like, and I remember because I was like, oh, dude, if I just get 100 of these, I'll have $1,700 a month coming in. And you're just hindsight thinking of that now. You're just like, oh my God, to do 100 places for $1,700
It's
kill
insane.
me. But that was it. From 17 to 26, 26 to 35, 35 to 49, 49 to 85, to 95, and then it's. I could see that the residual side is still cool,
Mm-hmm.
but it's very selective places because you can't talk about
Yeah.
the same thing every month. Where
sure.
I don't know what happened. I think it was after a point where like there was enough residually happening. I'm like, let me just do these one-off payments. That seems to be
Right.
better. I could get like the whole year at one time
Facts.
and do one thing. But yeah, it's that's been a crazy evolution there. So how have you seen the audience that you've been able to cultivate go across into your music? So when you are doing local stuff, whether your concerts or performances or whatever,
Yes.
showing up on location.
So I call it like the glitch because it's like if you know Brick, you know Brick's a rapper. But like this new crowd, they're new fans. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've been sneaking in like, hey guys, I'm a rapper. But it's like when you come to my page, if you like on that, you see like, okay, he was on like on the radar. Those are like famous platforms that every rapper wish they could be on. Like I did that last year in New York, like rapper for real, bro.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So people.
No, you got big shows, man.
Yeah, you feel me?
can't
Like, we
do-
do-
Yeah, you can't make it small about it.
Nah,
Like
for
I
sure.
see
It's
shows
like-
are crushing it.
Gotta pop it. So it's like those people there, I feel like they're more excited to see me in that space and still be in this space too because they didn't know. So
Yeah.
like, for instance, Tiana, she didn't know I did music. When she found out, she was like, oh my God, send me your Spotify. You know what I'm saying? And that's my dog, but she
Nice.
didn't know I did music. So now she's gonna listen to Brick. You know what I'm saying?
Shame on you, Tiana. Scroll through his feed.
You
What the
feel
hell-
me?
What are you
Shout out
doing
to
over there?
Tiana. But that just happens with a lot of people too, and I kind of like it like that because it's like
Amazing.
like January, I'm gonna start doing my music a lot more full fledged. This whole year, I was just trying to prove to people, you know what I'm saying? I got another thing that I'm good at, and I'm doing good at it. So even with music, I look at it from a marketing standpoint. Okay, Brick's the rapper, and he's a brand. But we can also put him in, we can take him right to Raising Cane's and do a campaign with him. We could hook him up with Buffalo Wild Wings tomorrow. So it's not like I'm not just coming in as the music artist. I was always a brand, but now I'm an even more powerful brand. You know what I'm saying? So
And you're able to segment the audience a little bit to where
Right.
they're following you for maybe one of the two, whether they started with music, started with food. They play well together because of your persona and the way you've done the branding side of it,
Yes.
where it's not like a left turn pivot
for sure.
for people where, you know, I'll see a page talk about regular stuff and then they just like start talking
Do
about like
something
ramen
totally
noodles,
different.
like talking about real estate and now talking about ramen. It's just like,
Right.
what the hell? Like
You
your
gotta
audience
keep
wasn't
it
here
you.
for that.
Yeah, you gotta keep it you, no matter how much you pivot. I'm just blessed, man, for it to like mesh perfectly. Like my friends, they just like they like, yo, that's just so you, bro. Like
Have you seen other artists do like this kind of strategy in other markets?
kinda and so, and yes, nothing as like effective as this. I see a lot of artists, like shout out to my bros, Richie and Dredd, they're rappers from Tampa as well. Like they got a food truck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Slap Your Mama food truck, you gotta go by there. Like Tom G, for instance, he got a food truck too.
Yeah.
So people do it, they just do it a different way.
Yeah.
Like rappers, they'll go buy property or something.
Totally, but I'm saying
Really?
more on like the social side, like I've met with, you know, financial guys or definitely real estate people, people who do things that need eyeballs, and food is a relatively easy thing.
To
Like,
market
you know,
with
you call
something.
Anthony.
Right.
I haven't met him. I think
You
he's,
haven't met Anthony?
I haven't. I think he's doing a great
texting him. I'm about
job.
to meet him at 2 o'clock today. That's my dog.
I think he's doing a great job. I think he like a lawyer referral service? Is
Yeah,
that
that's what we're doing. We got a company called Ucrash that we work for. But that's just another thing that we do. You know what I'm saying? Other than what we do.
So that model around like I need eyeballs, how do I create that? And then, I mean, the way he branded it, Call Anthony, like his attorney legal stuff is relevant there. So
Facts.
it's more natural for him than like
Right.
when XYZ law firm hits me up and was like, hey, I want to brand some stuff with you.
Right.
Like it feels like a very shameless
like
plug.
a super
Because it
promotion.
is. Like
Right.
it's like, hey, so and so law firm gave me money. Here's
To
their
tell you
logo.
guys, yeah, for
They
sure.
like mochi nut. Like, I mean,
You have to do it a certain way. So
but that theory around it to where when I started stuff, it was what's the least expensive way to build a large enough audience, and how many different mediums of people will this audience be attractive to?
right.
So my world was more like the food space. I liked working with hospitality, but I hated doing like being their social person and doing that BS. Like it's just mind numbing and it's a pain.
For sure.
So what can I build? Great for them, works with real estate, works with merchant services, works with all of these other things, that it's a natural progression to where the food side can be universal when you've done it like, this is how my music gets integrated. Have you done any like songs for any of the restaurants?
Any food places? No, but 2 people just hit me up recently to do some jingles for them. So that's like another thing that I'm going to do too, that I'm going to put into whatever. And even some people told me like, yo, you need to have a jingle before your reviews. And I'm like, maybe, but there's always ways to enhance, but it's just like, I'm going to just start with helping the companies and giving them jingles as well too.
I haven't sent it to you, but so when I got my real estate license a few years ago, I went on, my brain went down this rabbit hole that I couldn't turn it off, where like I rewrote 20 different songs.
No way.
And they lyrically are great.
Right.
Performance-wise, obviously terrible.
Right.
But and I'll send you over the Google Doc. It's side by side. I mean,
It's
syllable for syllable.
I can read it and fucking turn it into something.
You can just crush it. Like and I'm doing like, my rap generation of stuff, like late 90s through early 2000s and stuff. I'm just like, Jay-Z songs and earlier Lil Wayne songs. I did, what's the Busta Rhymes song where he's going super fast? I did that. I did it.
So many.
And I posted that one, and I did it time for time with what he did. It didn't land. It did fine, but it's no. I want somebody to actually do these that can do it.
I can take you to the studio and we sit down and we just get right. That'd be fun.
It would be hilarious.
Vlog that for sure.
So what are you looking at? So from the the evolution, Instagram. Are you doing Facebook stuff?
So and so. So many people tell me I should be more. There's a lot of money on there, supposedly.
I mean, just connecting the profile. So same thing goes over.
Right.
We had that girl, that Tampa Brie girl, blow up.
Yeah.
That does the funny, like, kind of raunchy real estate stuff. And
oh yeah, I did see that. Her stuff is going crazy.
Well, BuzzFeed picked her up, and it's overnight success. She was at like 50,000 followers and then 300,000 followers in like 2 or 3 weeks, which is amazing.
Right.
And I was hitting her up. I'm like, yo, you gotta just cross post this to Facebook, because right now, at least for me, like I'll get on a video that blows up on Instagram, I'll get a couple hundred new followers. Like I'll get thousands of new followers on one video regularly.
Crazy.
With less engagement. Like Meta's pushing that, at least right now.
That's how it is on TikTok, I feel like too. Like the followers just come in so much faster on TikTok, bro.
I need to get
Instagram is like, I feel like I'm fighting for the followers.
They are fighting. It's a journey. It's
damn.
And I'll have people hit me up like, how do we get more followers? How do we do this? And like when I hit you up asking about like doing the ads side of things.
Right. That works.
Leveraging the ads, because it's funny when I meet people, like they take pride in saying something like, we don't use ads.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm like,
for sure.
Cool. You don't like getting in front of a new audience.
Right.
Like that's why we're doing this.
Right.
When a video pops off and it's performing well organically, like that's the only thing I would spend money on. All the places be like, oh, let's make a post and then let's just boost it. I'm like, well, there's no sense in boosting it if it does terrible.
Right.
If it does terrible, it's going to cost us a ton of, you're going to spend the same money and get no results. So
I like that.
Crack that code, but once it hits, then you can get that really targeted, food audience. You can look through your own, audience demographics and be like, cool, who do I resonate with?
Right.
Let's get it in front of these people.
For sure.
And hit it.
That shit goes crazy. That's how you get them 20,000 likes and stuff.
But that's just when you'll see the audience spikes, and then you're basically just using, everybody else is funding the growth of your page, which is still promoting their stuff.
Right.
And everybody wins.
Right.
And they're always happy to do it.
Do you have your own target audience that you do, that you recommend that you do or you create an audience every time you do an ad?
No. I have a saved audience. That would just be annoying. So for our luxury page, we've got it where it's, forgot the age range, mid to later 20s and up, top 10% of income earners within 25, 30 mile radius. And then for awesome it's usually just like there's a St. Pete audience, a Tampa audience, whatever, but it's just 21 and up because I'm probably mentioning something about alcohol in there.
Right, for sure.
And just foodies, like additional interest is foodies.
Right.
Super basic, but like
That's what
engagement
wins.
and conversion numbers are always
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
engagement numbers would be anywhere from like a little bit over 1/10 of a cent
Right.
to 1/2 of a cent. And
What
yeah.
do you This is my next question. So, do you depend on how well the video is doing on the amount that you like to start with, or do you like to start with the same amount for every video?
It's no money set at all. I just tell them, I'm like, hey, video's doing well. If you guys want to boost it, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And they're like, how much? They'll usually ask, how much should I spend? I usually don't do more than like $5 or $10 a day.
Okay.
No more than a month.
Right.
It kind of has like a diminishing return after that, at least for what I've seen for my
Yeah.
stuff. And let them pick whatever, I'll send you $100. I'll send you
For
$500,
sure. Right.
whatever it is. Some places will be like, I want to go harder with this. I was like, all right, give me 200 or 300 and then go give Brick the other money to go do a different video
review.
because
For sure.
we need to spread it out.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
to be considering. Have you seen any of these people that are like, I've had some places like, oh my gosh, your prices are so reasonable. Somebody just quoted me like $2,000 or $5,000.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm never that guy, but I run a couple social media pages, so I see who some of the influencers are.
My God, dude. I'm just like,
And I'm like, okay, it was probably this person.
How do you have? So there's a few. Look, I hope I hope she joins us on the show eventually. But Eat, Drink, and Be Mendy, dude, she dialed herself in. All she does is eat in her car,
Right.
And she works with big brands,
Facts.
gets solid money on that, and like,
Mindy, is that the girl from St. Pete?
I
Or
think
she's
she
from
lives in St. Pete. She eats in her car. She's got a pretty solid couple 100,000 on each platform, but
You know
working
Kaylee
with,
eats too?
I don't know that
She's
girl.
from St. Pete. She eats in her car. She's like crazy.
Yeah, look, if
I
that's,
think she knows her.
I'm sure.
know
I mean,
exactly
look,
what
it's
you're
not a
talking
very. And that was the only reason why I was excited to do these kinds of shows. Is we are all kind of in our own bubble, whether it's the
Right.
foodie world. I'm hanging out with another buddy, Gabe, who just like does reviews of golf
Facts.
courses around the world.
Facts.
Like, there's not a big group of people that we can all, have the camaraderie with and throw the ideas
Right.
out. What's working for you?
Right.
All of us, I imagine, at some point will be like, hey, did so and so pay you?
Bro, oh my God, that's like the coolest foodie thing ever. I be getting calls. I be calling people. I be like, hey, bro, what's up with them? They got you right over there? All right, bet. I'll just make it sure. You on your way over? Yeah, I'm about to pull up over there. I'll be there tomorrow. I'll just making sure everything good. Click.
Yeah.
For real.
You'll always get, oh man, the number of people, and it's like I'll see somebody post something, and I know I know one is going to do great,
Yeah.
and I was like, I know that they don't usually pay for stuff, so I hit them up. I was like, yo man, did you get some cash?
Bro.
And he's like, no, and so if you're in the foodie space and all that stuff, performance-based content is where I think we're going to see a huge shift to, because
Yes.
there's too many people trying to take advantage of restaurants or the businesses
Yes.
that like, I have this many followers.
Yeah, for
I
real.
command
I've
this
never
money.
been that type of person. Everything I sell off of what you see. I don't sell off the number. I don't go in there talking unless they ask, how many you got on TikTok? How many? I tell them. But
Well, yeah, I mean, they can obviously go see our stats, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like, look, I'll do $75 for every 10,000 views, cap it at $750.
Right.
So it's like, if they're paying $750, that means it did over 100,000 views. If it did that, I can be reasonably comfortable knowing
Right.
that like I created way more revenue.
facts.
But it also depends on where it is, So I've got a place that I've done some things with. They do dirty soda, and it's like soda with some.
What's the name of it?
Sunny Sip.
Sunny Sip?
Super nice people. I think it's a cool concept. I told them, I'm like, look, I think the video is going to do awesome, but it's a low cost thing. It's not like super crazy. Like, oh wow, I need to go get this unique soda.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't want to pat ourselves on the back when we get a few 100,000 views.
Right.
If it didn't bring anybody here.
Right.
And so we did it. Exactly what I thought. Tons of views. He's like, yeah, we didn't see that many people come in. And I was like,
Right.
all right, let's just go dump any of this money in on promoting it to your local audience, like right around there.
Right.
And it's, if you can look out for the businesses, I actually think the best compliment that I get from any businesses is goes, I don't think of you as an influencer.
Right.
I feel like the people pushing into the influencer world like make us all look like assholes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
because it's like, it's levels to it. It's like you have the influencers who come in and be like, I got this much followers, bro, and I charge $3,000. Like,
all right, you roll the dice.
random.
Roll the dice and say, I have this many people. I'll make this video.
Right.
If it hits, then you pay me.
Right. Nobody.
No
trying
one's
to do
doing that. And it's the same way I used to have to do consulting for stuff.
I ain't gonna lie. That right there. If you watching this, that's a hook for somebody to do for every video. I'm an influencer, but you can pay me after the video do good. But
Yeah.
your videos gotta do good now. You better make sure they do good so you can get paid. But
Yeah.
that's a fire hook.
And if it shits the bed,
Right.
it shits the bed.
Right.
Like, it's not everything's gonna hit the way we think it
For
is.
sure.
I did this awesome one a few weeks ago. It was like a Thai Italian
That's how
place.
you feel. You feel like the most edited, coolest, cleanest, colored ever one is
Headline
gonna
you
go,
think
and
is
be
dope?
like, oh man, what the freak just happened?
Yeah. Yeah. It only got like Thai Italian fusion done.
Right.
Totally crushing it.
Right.
And it like
It's the ones that you
flops.
don't really expect to go that kind of go. That's why I
Totally.
don't even like to think about them. No, I just want to edit and just post it. Because when I think the one is the one, but
It's definitely
it
not.
don't do what I think it's gonna do.
No, to get into the, and I think when you mention consistency, like, are you scheduling a lot of stuff, or are you kind of like live, toss it in drafts and
Schedule.
like a week out? How far do you
So,
try to do?
It depends on what it is. Sometimes I may do something a week out because it may collide with something I'm doing in the week, and I don't kind of want to have them feeling like, oh, you just did this place. Like I just did like
Got it.
4 crab places in
Yeah.
1 week, and they like all wanted me at the same time because they all.
Well, that's 'cause
doing
they saw the
same
first
bit.
one.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
happened. That's exactly what happened. So I had to get those out the way. But now, like today, for instance, I have like 4 reviews today, but I scheduled it for Friday because I'm ending it off at the studio at like 11 p.m. So it's like, with me, if I'm outside, I'm always trying to make my day busier than what it can be.
Yeah.
To make the whole, because everything is content, to make the whole content aspect of everything just something I can make out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I like to have.
It's going to be a
scheduling.
weird day when, and I don't know if you see it this way, but I find it challenging to go eat someplace and not produce content from the sense of like I can find out whether I'm helping the business
Right.
or monetizing it another way.
Right.
Like, if I'm here doing this,
Right.
I should be creating something.
Exactly. That's how I feel.
It's going to be a weird transition, and I don't know what it's going to happen because it's like I'm still going to have to go out and eat somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. It's never gonna stop. Even like on the off days when I'm with the family, with the wife and kids. All right, Brick, we're going. My wife be like, I'm not holding the phone for you. I'm just trying to eat. All right. I
Yeah.
still get in there. I still get my video done. And now my daughter, she's 16. She's on my team. She's my
Oh,
shooter now.
nice.
She gonna hold the phone. So we be going places. She be shooting for me sometimes as well. So
Has she been in any videos, or
yeah,
she
I just put her in my Hungry Crab one.
nice?
Yeah, I put her and her friend in there because that's one of her favorite places to go. So
Oh, that's fun.
perks of being a foodie dad.
It is. My daughter's getting a little bit spoiled to a degree around it. Like, she'll walk into an ice cream place and just like walk. I'm like, where are you going? She's just like, we're making ice cream. I was like,
Right.
we don't know these people.
Facts.
We don't know every ice cream shop. But it's so crazy. I imagine your kids
Facts.
are growing up differently than how you grew up.
Yes, sir.
And it's like,
It's sped up a little bit.
you have to manufacture obstacles for these kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you had any, and I've had a few, but have you had any spots where you've gone to, they want to pay you, and you go there, and you're just like, I'm not feeling this? It's seldom, I know.
So with me, I kind of foresee the whole spot before I go.
Yeah.
So I
The homework,
kind of
do your homework.
Yeah, I
another-
kind of don't like to go anywhere that I feel like is trash. And if I do, I'm gonna do it a certain way. It's like we're business foodies, so it's like we do get paid for reviews, and then it's like on TikTok, you can say whatever you want to still get paid on your own for the review.
Yeah.
So that's how I do stuff. I go to TikTok for like a review like that I'm not on no business day, and I just like I say whatever I want to say.
Yeah.
But I have been at places that I thought the food was gonna be good, and I still got paid, but it wasn't to my liking. I'm
Yeah.
not there like trashing it. And you know how the owners, they'll ask us questions like, what do you think we could do better? What do you think?
Totally.
I'll tell them. Like, yo,
Absolutely.
this one right here, y'all could probably season this up a little more or just take it off and come up with something more creative to bring more attention to everything else you got.
Yeah. Now look, I mean, I never talk about something that I didn't like. I'll either find, I always will find something I did like, or very seldomly I have had some spots where I was just like, I can't post this, guys.
Facts.
I'm just like, it's gonna make me look stupid. This isn't gonna work for what you're doing, and it's gonna just piss people off. People are gonna come in here and then they're gonna shit on your business.
Exactly.
Like, this isn't, and the consulting side has to come out. You know, I'm excited when the business owners are asking those questions, where we had to go to a place and they had like recently launched some sushi, and like, oh, we want to show off the sushi, and they get there and like, what's this? Like, sushi is the least interesting thing I think anyone can talk about. I don't care what you've done to it, it's still sushi.
For sure.
And we got there, and credit to Joe behind the camera, he was like, yo, they have a ton of ramen. He's like, you guys have bowls, small bowls? And he was like, yeah, like, let's just do a ramen flight. I'm like, done.
Crazy.
Crush it. We got that. And then
it went crazy.
We did it, and I posted it like on a Thursday night or Friday. I hit them up. I'm like, you need to go to the store and buy some bowls because it's going to be crazy this weekend. And they did like 400 flights of ramen in like a couple days. So it's having the site that we have to be like, what can we know what we can sell. I think that's the interesting thing in this space as creators, influencers of stuff. Like, the term influencer would be like, we have influence over what this audience is going to do. Sure. So if we know what's going to hit, like, here, I can sell this. Judgment. I don't care that you have whatever wings. If I don't have some interesting hook on that.
Exactly. It's not going to go. You could have the
You're
best
just another place with
ever.
wings.
One thing I do like about the food places that makes it easier for me is like when the spot's presentation is everything. For instance, Mochi Nut.
Yeah.
Look at these guys.
Beautiful.
Off top, you as a foodie, you're going to look at that and be like, this may do good on my Instagram. This may do good on my TikTok. So it's like food places need to start thinking like this. Let the food sell itself before we even get there. That's what I tell people. Those are my best reviews.
Yeah.
Where like the stuff actually looks insane.
Yeah.
And you just do what you do on top.
The good looking stuff. I mean, we'll go out next week. So I've got my first official menu item. It was a Mr. Tampa Bay rice paper breakfast bagel.
Crazy.
And it's rice paper that gets egg soaked, rolled up, bacon or fried Spam, egg and cheese in it, rolled up sesame seeds, and it gets fried, so it's crispy. I saw it on like a TikTok video, and I sent it to my friend.
Sheesh. And they made it.
I'm like, you gotta try this. And she's like, she didn't want to do it, and I pushed her. And then we all agreed that it was awesome.
Wow.
So it's coming out, posting it tomorrow, but it's
where you
at Bamboozle.
Bamboozle, where's that at?
On the Heights.
The Heights?
Yeah, right next to Bo's Ice Cream.
Oh, crazy. Is that where the Heights drive-through place is?
It's about not even a mile north of it.
Did you go there already, right?
Yeah. They do an awesome job. They just got sandwiches that I want to go check out.
They hit me up. I reached out to them.
They're super nice people.
Schedule's been crazy, but I want to go by there.
We did a funny thing where I drove through in a Bentley, and we did something with Grey Poupon.
That's what I did see. I see you pull up in the Bentley. I was like, that was fire.
Nobody knows what Grey Poupon is anymore. No one gets the joke.
And you did that with like, okay, boom. So this is another thing too. It's like you keep saying stuff and I keep seeing the hacks in between. So the Bentley, that was promo, but not a promo too, right? For a car company?
Yeah, that was with our buddy who has Tampa Lux.
So can you explain how do you mix everything in one? Because I like to do the same thing.
Perfect. Yeah, when if you're figuring out the overlap between products and services, and like how does this layer up to where, so for instance, when I'll do something with real estate, it's an easiest one to where I'll talk about a property, but I'm referencing something about going and getting financing or something in it. So then I'm posting that property, collaborating with my mortgage guy. He kicks over a few dollars for me to boost the post. More leads come in for us, more leads for him. I'm doing the work. He's getting the deals.
Facts.
Everybody's, he's funding the promotion of the stuff to where you know, I think one of the misconceptions is how much money people think that we will make from networks, where there is money from the TikToks and the Instagrams and the YouTubes and stuff, but it's like all these other things that are happening to where, like you're saying, like a sponsored thing that can tie in between your music, your social concepts, everything that there. It's just a critical thing.
Very, man. I'm always trying to find a way to tie into what we're doing with other things.
Man, so wrapping up, man, what's any bigger changes, any tweaks you're doing going into this new year?
It's like doing more work, but kind of less of the work. I'm just trying to, like, honestly move more business strategic, like what you be telling me through text and stuff. I'm trying to do more so of that. I'm gonna keep branding my long style, but for ads I have to do shorter style. So I'm gonna be focusing on ad driven posts. I don't run ads, but it's something that I haven't done, and my videos do good. So I would like to run ads and see what it does for some videos, and see if those businesses would want to do what you told me to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to tighten up on my business, get my website in motion, and just like start getting in commercials with McDonald's, Burger King, deals. Like, I'm just trying to really exploit the brand right now and be like a powerhouse. So that's where I'm trying to take it, man. I'm trying to take it through the roof.
That's awesome. Any big music things coming up?
Yeah, the mixtape. I'm gonna call it Big Brick. So I'm gonna keep Famous Kid Brick as my influencer creative name, and then my rap name's gonna be Big Brick, because it's like people know me for music, but you got to look at it, there's a whole world out here. So it's like I just want to revamp and drop under a new name, so it'll be a shock factor. And then if you know me, you're gonna be like, oh, that's Brick, that's cool. You're still gonna be there with me, but it's just something to rail people in, new people. So it's like, when the marketing, man, that's what I do, bro. So it's like I'm always thinking of like hacks and tactics to keep everything refreshing and exciting.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. We're gonna eat these donuts now off the camera so we don't make a mess on ourselves. Appreciate you hanging out with us, man.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Let's go.